Tuesday night baseball now from Comerica Park in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it's coming up next. Tanner Tully, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, if you're looking for Achilles heel from this pitcher, this jumps right out at you. Right-handed batters are hitting over 300 on the season against this guy. That's something he's going to have to improve on if he expects to pitch well in this one.
Now to the plate, Amed Rosario. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Hard hit toward the hole, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, to see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Rosario aboard here at first with nobody out. Two and one to Jose Ramirez. So guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Headed after it is Mazara, and now it'll kick around in the corner. Rosario isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate, and the run will score as the Tribe strikes first to lead it 1-0.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today.
And he goes to a knee to try to knock it down, but it's by him down the line. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
No, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an RBI. Now mix in the fact that it found the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
You know, it's so frustrating as a pitcher, Dero. You think what you make is a good pitch, infield playing back, a ball is able to sneak through, a base hit and a run batted in. So close, but yet so far from getting out of that inning unscathed.
Now the 2-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
The 3-1 pitch. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Reyes will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Batting 6.
Next here is Eddie Rosario. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Indians 2 and the Tigers nothing. Aaron Civale, a native of Connecticut, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Stepping up is Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he popped him up. Ramirez has room in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. What's the key for them tonight, D-Row?
You take a look at this lineup, Matty, one thing stands out, and that fact that they're at the bottom third in on-base percentage. They don't put enough pressure on the defense to be successful. Sit back, waiting on too many guys to move the ball over the fence. And sometimes that puts too much pressure on one of your boys to have to be the hero.
Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third. The shortstop, Willie Castro.
Next up is Willie Castro. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. 2 out, nobody on. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Little chopper down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Another one sent foul.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Smoke toward the hole. Rosario's got it.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-Row, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning start.
And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Second inning set to go, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Josh Bell.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Hit hard to third. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting eighth. The catcher, number 55. Roberto.
Into the box now, Roberto Perez. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Now a flare out toward right center. In comes Mazara. He can't get there as it falls in. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, talk about a rough one for this guy. Falls behind in the first inning and back-to-back singles here in the second. This could be a short night for this pitcher.
Yeah, they're passing the baton on the offensive side, putting it on this pitcher early.
So now to the plate, Jason Dominguez. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
The 1-1 home. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Grossman is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Next up, Jose Ramirez. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. One and one, here it is. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. Well, Dan, do you agree with the timing of the visit from the pitching coach?
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Standing in now, Patrick Connolly, Indian shortstop, behind 1 and 2 in the count.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2 and 2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Perez on second. Ramirez on at first with 2 down. Ball 3. 3 and 2 now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Indians forced to settle for 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jeimer Candelario. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Curveball right on the black, taken for a strike.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Still 2 and 2. Into the windup and the pitch. And right into the shift. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting fifth.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. Has got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
In now, Jonathan Schoop. A ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Nomar Mazara. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Dominguez finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail it here 3-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and here's Franmil Reyes stepping in. The 2-1 home. Grounded down the third baseline. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first.
Hey, I understand it's a tough backhand play right there, but he who hesitates is lost. You could tell him fishing in the glove a little bit too long, and it cost him on getting the out right there.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is lined hard to deep left. Grossman is there and he makes the catch for the out. Next to hit is Eddie Rosario. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Barehanded for one. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
The batter.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Stepping in now, Josh Bell. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. One left for the Tribe, but they lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, it'll be Jordan Luplow, and they could use a spark from him here. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The throw into second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He stays alive, still 2-2.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
So it was a swinging strike three. David Littlefield is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. 1-2 to the Tigers catcher. Luplow leads off second with one gone in the inning. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Hit hard on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a liner. And he'll reach for it, but this skips on by, and that might chase 2 home. Now he's safe at third as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. Into the box now, Robbie Grossman. Count remains full.
He had 2 men on base, and he delivers a clutch 1-out double to bring 1 home and leave the other 90 feet away. That's what you want from everyone in your lineup, that clutch gene to deliver when it matters.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Next for the Tigers, Willie Castro trying here to plate the tying run from second. From the stretch, the 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Bell scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We're through 3 here in Michigan. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Reyes is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Tigers organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Standing in now, Jason Dominguez. Hit high and deep out to left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Tribe have opened it up to 4-1.
Hey, every once in a while, these speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Amed Rosario. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit.
Oh, a diving stop at third. He's out.
Man, I love this play. It makes me miss playing third base right here. He smothered it with the dive, and I love how fast he got to his feet, set his shoulders, and threw an absolute bullet across the diamond.
At the plate now, Jose Ramirez. Lifted in the air to center field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-1 in favor of the Indians. Digging in will be Jeimer Candelario. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. And that one yanked just foul. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Hernandez is under it, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 7, Jonathan. Go.
So bases are empty with 1 out now, and that means Jonathan Schoop will get ready at the plate. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Into the box,
Mazara.
Nomar Mazara. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Now another 1-2. And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball,
Number
stay
8,
square as long as
designated
possible,
hitter,
and feed it into
Jordan
the opposite field for a base hit.
To the plate now, Jordan Luplow. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, but not 3 apparently, as he'll hold on to it at second base.
The batter, number 13. Second
Next
baseman,
up for Detroit, David Littlefield. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's right there, and the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Tigers strand a pair, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Luis Patino will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
number 61. Luis Patino.
Now at the plate, here is Patrick Connolly as he'll dig into the left hand. Batter's box.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Mazara is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
1 out, nobody on. To 1-2 now. Scope is over to take a look, and this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Center fielder coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Boy, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And another foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. On the ground to the right side. Scope is there to second for 1. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Tribe lead this one 4-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Hard on the ground towards short. Reined in. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Victor Reyes.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Victor Reyes. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. High in the air down the right field line. Rosario is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 10, Robbie Grossman.
Here's Robbie Grossman. He went down on strikes last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Now here it comes. And the 11th pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail it 4-1. At the plate now is Eddie Rosario. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. And there's a base hit on the line.
There's high ball hitters and low ball hitters in the game. Obviously, this guy likes the ball down below the knees. Nice piece of hit.
Bell.
Into the box now, Josh Bell. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Two and two.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Now batting.
Up next, Roberto Perez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now the 2-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The center fielder, number 6, Jason Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Rosario, the runner at first with 2 gone. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Indians leave 1, but they lead it 4-1. Emmanuel Clase enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48, Emmanuel Clase.
Now it'll be Willie Castro. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Here comes the 1-2. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. He's got it, and there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 7, Jonathan. Go.
Now into the box, Jonathan Schoop, singled in his last at-bat. The 1-1.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score, and he fouls this one off. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time. Popped him up. Perez over to his left, and he makes the play to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next it'll be the outfielder Amed Rosario. The 2-1 home. Jose Ramirez waits on deck. And a full count now, 3-2. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mazara's under it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose.
Next to stand in is Jose Ramirez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Patrick Connolly.
Stepping in next, Patrick Connolly. Pulled toward right center field. Reyes is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Down in order go the Tribe as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Fouled away. 1-2. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Here's another 1-2. And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run for Nomar Mazara. Third home run for him on the year, and the Tigers have cut the deficit. Now it's a 4-2 ball game.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
At the plate, Jordan Luplow. Line drive to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double. Now that had to feel good because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Showtrack tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can. 3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. This is line to left. Rosario is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Now batting.
Next, it'll be Ronaldo Hernandez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Luplow, the runner at second with one away. Hit in the air down the right field line. Rosario is there, 2 down. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Victor Reyes flew out last time up. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Rosario has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. One for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Indians 4 and the Tigers 2. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. 3 hits in 3 trips to the plate for him so far. The 1-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Mazara looks up. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Every run helps late in the game. And with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Opposite field to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
The left fielder,
Now at the plate is Eddie Rosario. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. 5 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. And he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Tyler Alexander will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
The catcher, number 55.
So next to bat will be Roberto Perez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He loses him on ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Next to hit, Jason Dominguez. He flew out in his last AB. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you could do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Weak roller right side. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
At the plate now, Ahmed Rosario. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Reyes gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 men left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Indians lead it 6-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006, the 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. Robbie Grossman will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. And he misses again, ball 3. Willie Castro is on deck down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Rosario brings it in, and that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Dan, if they're going to crack Drew, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dilo, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here.
And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
The right fielder, number 50.
Ready now is Nomar Mazara. Lifetime against Andrew Miller, he's 2 for 4. He also has 1 home run. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. He'll come home with it. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. An absolute dime to the plate for the final out. Certainly worth another look. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Into the box, Jose Ramirez. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Patrick Connolly.
Now to bat, Patrick Connolly flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And the 2-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Well, that was certainly a tough play, and worth taking another look with Showtrack. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. So now to the plate, Franmil Reyes. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Ooh, wee, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And standing in is the DH, Jordan Luplow. James Karinchak comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 99, James Karinchak.
Here's the 1-1. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Got him to go down swinging there. Jordan Luplow is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
David Littlefield.
Into the box now, David Littlefield. Fouled off. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Last breath for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, a nice win for them all around, and an even better way to start things off on the first day of summer, when every team looks ready to get on a roll.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. The Indians jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Aaron Civale earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Tanner Tully was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. James Karinchak hammers down the save, his 16th of the season. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.